Hello students, today we are going to study how do we breathe. You all breathe, isn't it? Everyone breathes. You take in oxygen, give out what? Carbon dioxide. Okay, so how does it start? Okay, so how will it start? Breathing. You can see the figure on the board. Okay, here you can see what? Your nostrils it has got, isn't it? Two nostrils. Okay, inside the nose is what? The nasal passage is present, which has got what? Hairs in it. Okay, and this moves down. Okay, in between what is present? Pharynx is present, which is the common area for esophagus, and as well as what? The windpipe. Okay, and what happens when we eat the food? This windpipe gets closed, and when we take in air, the esophagus gets closed. Okay, so here next comes the windpipe, and after the windpipe, it leads to the lungs, where bronchioles and bronchus are present, alveoli is present. Okay, and this whole lungs is covered by what? The ribs. Okay, so here what happens in this? How do we respire actually? We take in air from the two nostrils present over here. Okay, this enters the nasal passage. Okay, this nasal passage has got what? Hair, and this hairs, the function of this hair is that if any dust particles enters the nose, it gets trapped over there. And yes, if it is not trapped, it enters the windpipe and it irritates the lining of this respiratory system. Okay, and as the result, one starts sneezing, and in order to eject out the dust particles which has entered inside the trachea or the respiratory system. Okay, so now from this it enters into the bronchus, and then the bronchioles, and then a small sac-like structures you can see over here. Okay, alveoli. Here in the alveoli, actually what happens? The gaseous exchange takes place. How does the gaseous exchange takes place? The blood capillaries which are surrounding this alveoli. Okay, here what happens when the concentration of oxygen becomes more in the alveoli or in the lungs? What happens? It gets diffused inside what? The capillaries, and it reaches the cells where our digested food is present. There what happens? That digested food, it oxidizes it or it breaks down it to give what? Energy, carbon dioxide and water, and this carbon dioxide and water again reaches near the alveoli. Okay, where what happens now? Now the capillaries are having more concentration of carbon dioxide. As the result, it rushes inside the alveoli, and just reverse process going on. It goes to the bronchioles, and then the bronchus, and then the windpipe, and then the nasal passage, and the air, carbon dioxide plus some water vapors comes out. So what happens when we inhale the air? When we inhale the air, the chest cavity moves outwards. Okay, and our diaphragm moves down. Diaphragm is what? A muscular structure. Okay, which divides the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. Okay, so what happens when we inhale in the air? What happens in that? When we inhale in air, the diaphragm shifts back and our ribs moves forward. Okay, or outwards, so that much amount of air can be accommodated, and it can be diffused, and it can be given to the body cells in order to oxidize the food present in our cells. And this is how the total respiration takes place. Okay, so what happens during exhalation? Exhalation, the reverse process occurs. What happens? The diaphragm moves up and the chest cavity moves inwards, and as a result now a pressure is created and the carbon dioxide goes out. Okay, in the book you can see one experiment with bottle and balloons. Okay, you can see over here. in this what happens, we are just trying to say about, or we are trying to explain the activity which goes on in the lungs. Okay, so here the rubber which we are saying, just we pull it, what happens, like in respiration the diaphragm goes down. Okay, when we pull it, the air rushes into those two balloons, you can see, and as soon as we move this rubber, what happens, the air goes out. This happens when we are inhaling. What happens, the diaphragm moves down, isn't it, or it moves backwards. Okay, and when we are exhaling, what happens, the air is coming out, and as the result the diaphragm is moving up. Okay, so this is the whole process of respiration which occurs. So this respiration, when we are saying, it is whole process while from taking in the oxygen, okay, going into the nasal passage, pharynx, then windpipe, and then bronchus, and then bronchioles, then alveoli. Okay, and then from the alveoli to the cells of the body, which is consisting of digested food. Okay, breaking down it, the reaction is going on over there. Carbon dioxide and water is released out. They come back again through the same procedure and reaches to what, near the alveoli. Here it rushes in and goes to the alveoli, and from alveoli to bronchioles to bronchus, and then again windpipe and nasal passage and out. This is all about respiration. For today only this much. Take care.